Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Meant to Be Monday. I'm your host Paul Turner, and today I want to talk to you about connecting with difficult students. Now, when I say difficult students, I don't necessarily mean that they don't want to have a relationship with you per se, although that may be the case. But it may mean that they have a difficult problem with building relationships, or they seem unreachable, or they seem a little out of your wheelhouse. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Paul, you probably connect with a whole bunch of kids because you don't mind getting on a video, and you don't mind talking, and you don't mind doing all this stuff, and I'm just not like that. Well, let me tell you something. I can't connect with every kid. As much as I talk and as much as I have personality maybe or something like that. Personality only goes so far when you're dealing with students, especially maybe if you're dealing with somebody who's an introvert or somebody who doesn't trust very well. I hit my share of roadblocks probably just like you do. And so I guess if I would offer any tips in doing this is just some strategies, some things that I use, is that if I can't connect with a difficult kid, first of all, in the general meeting, if I meet that kid, I try to use humor, getting them to lighten up a little bit, just because, I don't want it to be thinking, well, this is going to be a serious thing. I'm meeting the youth pastor, and he's uber spiritual, and I'm uber not, so I try to make, get a little levity going and just kind of laugh a little bit. And then once I do that, I try to find out a little bit more about them. I find out a little bit about where they go to school, or their, hobbies and likes and dislikes and things like that, and see if there's anything in there that I can connect with. And so even over time, when I'm dealing with students, sometimes I still don't have a breakthrough. Sometimes I as much as I try to do those things, but I think what my plan is I'm playing long term. Right? I'm playing long ball. I'm trying to say, look, I'm going to win you over somehow, some way, to where you can have a conversation with me in the future about something. And I'm going to keep digging. I'm going to keep trying. I think my thing is, number one, love unconditionally, whether they give me my reward back or not of communication or whatever that may be, whatever it is I'm looking for from them, that I just love them unconditionally, whether they give me, anything back or not. And the second thing is to be consistent over and over, just being able to say hello to them every week, or when I see them out in public or things like that, is just to love unconditionally, be consistent with that. And then I look for opportunities, right? Since I'm playing the long game with a student, I'm going to go ahead and look for those opportunities. When I see something like example, if they have a birthday on Facebook, I'll wish them a happy birthday. If there's an accomplishment or something they've achieved or something, maybe I like something on their Facebook status, or I say congratulations. And so I kind of do this little drip of relational, input and investment that I give to them. That next time they see me, I'll ask them, say, hey, how did that go, or how did this work out for you, or something like that. And eventually I break through some of those walls there to get a little bit of a, response to there, to where eventually I'm having a conversation, maybe even building a deeper relationship with them. Now, there may come a time where you say, look, Paul, I've done all this and I'm still not getting a response. Well, you know what? Sometimes when I reach that point, I find one of my volunteers. If I know that I can't minister to this kid or it doesn't mean I quit being their friend. It doesn't mean any of those things. What it does mean is if I don't think I'm going to be able to invest in them. Now, there's kids that I probably will never connect with on a deeper level to meet their spiritual needs. There are people that are drama filled, and I can't connect with those people, because it is like untangling Christmas lights, and that is like the worst thing in the world, is untangling Christmas lights. And it seems like they're always tangled up in Christmas lights. And there's only so deep I can go with a kid who is in constant drama like that. There's people like, girls, right? I'm not seeking to do a deep investment with a young lady because it's inappropriate. I'm a grown man, a married man, and I'm not trying for that. It's also probably, not appropriate in the sense that of maybe a middle school boy or something like that. Everything has to be gauged on what kind of relationship I need to have with that kid to be able to minister to them. And in fact, the older I get, the less deep I become, and the more I find people who can do that type of relationship. I try to, you do a lot of peer-to-peer, where I say, look, will you talk with so-and-so and see what they're needing? Will you call them, make sure they have make sure they know they were missed and things like that. And so I try to connect people, whether it's a younger volunteer or whether it is a student or somebody like that, to be able to make those connections with difficult students with whom I cannot connect to. So that's kind of my thoughts on connecting with difficult students. And I hope that you're not having too difficult a time, but I hope some of this advice may help. I would love your advice. What are some tricks and tips that you use to connect with difficult students or students that it's out of your wheelhouse to be able to connect with them? I would love your comments. Please leave me a comment down below and tell me what are some of your little tips and tricks for connecting with those students. I'd love to hear about them. If you're a regular today, thank you for joining me for Meant to Be Monday. As always, please hit the thumbs up button. That lets me know you like the video and want more of them. And if you're a brand spanking new, thanks for dropping by today and hanging out with me for a little while. Hopefully this has been of value to you. And if you want videos like this in your inbox, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button right here, and they will come right to you as I make them. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me today for Meant to Be Monday. I will hope to see you tomorrow on the Tuesday Panic. And until then, you guys have a great and super day. Have an awesome week ahead of you, and we'll catch you tomorrow.